Hello and welcome everyone to Quick Album Reviews. I'm the Devil CJ Metal, and today I want to welcome you all to Hell Awaits by Slaaaaaayyyyer. While Slaaaaaayyyyer may not be touring anymore, it does not mean that they will ever be forgotten. Slaaaaaayyyyer is one of the most influential bands in thrash metal, and really in metal in general, even to the point that some people consider their debut album, Show No Mercy, to be proto-black metal. I'm not kidding, some people actually think that. I mean, could you imagine if Slaaaaaayyyyer was black metal, or perhaps a mixture of black and thrash metal? Be so weird it's so weird to think about, but at the same time I think it'd be some really good shit. However, with the release of Hell Awaits in 1985, Slaaaaaayyyyer was destined for greatness. Well, their destined for greatness was Show No Mercy, which was their debut, so I don't know. The point is, well, you get the point. If you've listened to early Slaaaaaayyyyer albums, which would consist of Show No Mercy and Hell Awaits, primarily, you'll notice the band was still trying to find their sound. Obviously, it is thrash metal, but what I mean is things like production, tempo, song length, and riff composition. On this album, the production, you can tell, is kind of rough around the edges, especially when compared to later albums especially. But you know what? I kind of like the rough production quality. I can't quite explain what it is that makes the music better. It just does, for lack of a better reason. Also, the mixing of Tom's vocals doesn't really fit perfectly into the music. It sounds like they were just layered on top of everything else. And as of right now, I'm really not sure if I like that or not. Another thing about this album is the tempo. While we all know Slaaaaaayyyyer loves to play fast and furious, there are some parts on here that are, well, mid-tempo. It's a bit odd hearing it because I'm so used to speedy Slaaaaaayyyyer, but nevertheless, it is some variety. Speaking of variety, actually, there are 3 6-minute tracks on this album: Hell Awaits, At Dawn They Sleep, and Crypts of Eternity. Slaaaaaayyyyer isn't known for making long songs, so it is interesting to hear them play for what is essentially 2 songs, but combined into like a 2-song length. Now, I know some people like to make fun of how Slaaaaaayyyr's riffs are really just open 6-string playing, which you kind of have to admit is kind of true. However, on this album we get some really great riffs actually. They have style and flair to them, and they aren't just open 6-strings playing. It is some great stuff, and people should definitely check it out. Overall, Hell Awaits is very good, even to the point of me considering it to be somewhere between great and excellent. I do think the intro to the title track could have been shorter and some other small little details, so it falls just short of excellent, but more than great. I hope that makes some sense. Now, one last thing I want to talk about is why Tom wanted to stop touring, and it has to do with his grandkids. I was listening to an interview with him, and he was saying how, he wasn't around much for his own kids growing up, because, they're always on tour, making albums and all that kind of stuff, so he doesn't want to miss out on watching his grandkids grow up as well, and, I think that's pretty cool. It really just goes to show that even metalheads have priorities, and we do have a heart. I wish all the guys of Slaaaaaayyyyer the best with their lives. I'm sure Tom will be a great grandfather. I mean, can you imagine all the stories he's going to tell his grandkids and what they're going to, hear and, get to know that their grandfather used to be like this super badass guy who actually helped create a music genre? Fuck, man, I wish my grandfather was that cool. But he's not. And I'm so jealous. Anyways, sorry. Okay. Anyways, I'll see you all at the next review.